My name is Susan Rancourt and I'm one of the owners at Road Races. We wanted to share this quick video with some of the safety protocols in place for the 2020 Ocean State Road Race. We started with a number of pre-race communications that detailed our COVID plan. We had created this COVID plan based on best practices and industry standards from other races that were already happening post-COVID. These plans were shared with our participants a number of ways, including bullet points and diagrams. Each participant had to agree to these plans as well as some other details in our participant agreement before any bibs were provided. Finally, we hosted a Facebook Live Q&A for any participants that had any further questions. Our bib pickup was executed over 3 days, with race day bib pickup being limited to 50 people. All bib pickups had plentiful amount of hand sanitizer and sanitizing wipes. All our volunteers wore masks and 6 feet apart. Our start line included 5 different waves, 3 for the full marathon, 2 for the half, and 1 for the 5K, with each wave being assigned by expected finish time, limited to about 80 people and 20 minutes apart. This allowed our participants to socially distance across the 13 or 26 miles, depending on their race course, and all participants were required to wear masks until they were at least 6 feet away from another runner. This included at the start and the finish. The 5K, we did start a little bit differently because of the shorter distance of this race course. We sent 4 runners off in 6 feet apart rows every 10 seconds. So each running group would step forward on their red disc that we had placed on the ground for all waves of the start and finish. And as each row would go off, the next row would step forward and the runners would wait 10 seconds and then be sent off by our timers. This allowed the 5K race to be socially distant right from the very beginning. As far as our on-course protocols, we did eliminate a lot of our aid stations, encouraging our participants to be self-sufficient in their hydration and nutrition needs. When we did have aid stations, all of our volunteers were behind tables 6 feet away from our runners. The runners were required to wear masks if they were within 6 feet of another runner. But because we had 26 miles and 7 hours, most people were socially distant throughout the race. For our finish line, we only provided pre-packaged food, such as crackers and popcorn. We did eliminate our massage tents, and all the medals and water were set on tables individually for runners to pick up themselves. Runners were asked to head back to their cars as soon as they finished and recovered, and no gatherings were allowed. Thank you to the town of Narragansett for allowing us to host this race, and thank you to all of our runners for attending.